I don't know who needs to be reminded, but we are all the chosen people. It's just up to you to answer the call. Not everyone wants to step into their calling, do the work. Not everyone wants to do the work that it takes to be great. Because it takes a lot of inner work. It takes a lot of self-evaluation. A lot of people like to evaluate everyone else for how they behave, but no one really likes to look in the mirror to actually take a deep dive. If you can look in the mirror and be like, I am perfect. You were made perfect, but you have imperfections in your behavior, in your thoughts, in your patterns, in your habits. If you can't look in the mirror and find any place of growth that you could have made in interactions with people, then you're not willing to answer the call. Because one thing I know is the perfect were never called to be great. People who own up to imperfections were called to be great. People who not only own up, but also make active changes to reverse their patterns or their reactions, because they don't just look and say, well, this happened to me, so I just react like that. No, that's called I don't want to step into my purpose or take accountability to do the inner work that it would take to be chosen for something greater than what I am today. And no one is forced to go through hard things because it was meant for you to go through so that you could do this. No. We live in a sinful world where people can make sinful choices that are not for your greatest and highest good. It was never anyone's intention that you had to go through anything that is terrible. Okay? But you can take everything and create a way to make an impact and a legacy that leaves this world better than you found it when you leave this world. Through your experience, you're able to teach others and give others tools you didn't have. And that's called alchemy. That's called being a light. That's called transmuting darkness and dark energy into an energy that is way more powerful. Darkness seems powerful because it's all consuming. You go into the night or you go into a room and it's completely dark. It's scary, it's terrifying. It's scary because you can't see what's ahead, and that's what gives it power, right? You're scared because, ooh, spooky, scary. This thing is so spooky, scary. But light and the energy of light is so much more powerful than darkness, and people that aren't Christians and have discovered that there's power in darkness and entities and stuff, they don't realize how much more powerful light is, because what they see is ooh, spooky, scary. But what happens when you light a single candle in a dark room? It lights the entire dark room. That's how much more powerful energy of power, energy of light, energy of love is in comparison to dark energy, to dark things that happen to you. So when I say you can transmute those dark and negative things that have happened to you into light, you're quite simply taking the energy that is very powerful and all-consuming and can take you down a road in a path of destruction and self-destruction because of such great loss, such great turmoil, or you're able to have the opportunity to answer the call. Not everyone chooses to answer the call. But the people that choose to answer the call create organizations, create charities, create supports, create foundations, create. They're creators. They create something that brings forth hope, renewal, inspiration, encouragement for others who are going to eventually go down the same path as you. Because there's one thing I know, is that there are a lot of people who have experienced and will experience the same terrible things that you may have experienced in life. The same perceptions. And you might have a perspective that is completely different, but the way that you speak it is able to resonate with someone that never has had the ability to talk with anyone else about opposing sides and opinions, because everyone is just so cranky about people being different. But maybe you have the ability to say it in a way that is filled with light and love and not hate and anger and fear. Because light and love is just so much more powerful than hate and fear. But it takes a lot of work to decide to look at the darkness within your own self your own mind concept, your own feelings, your own behaviors, your own actions that got you to where you are. It takes a lot of work to decide to actively change habits. It takes a lot of work to allow people, places, and things that aren't meant for you to let you go. And for you to accept it with love and understanding that God's aligning you and everything's falling together, not falling apart. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to decide to answer the call. But everybody has been chosen for it. Everyone. God did not put a single person on this earth without a call. It is just simply up to our free will to answer it. Okay, I gotta get ready for work. Love you, goodbye.